Every week at Business at Breakfast, one of the members gets the opportunity to share with the group further insights into their business or enlighten the group a little bit more about themselves, and let us know what it is that they do. The members can use the time to problem solve or seek assistance or advice from the group as a collective. The time is theirs to use however they would like. Today, we're still waiting on a particular person to come in, but since he hasn't, that's all right. It's going to get sprung on him the moment he turns up. But I've decided to pick the wonderful Maria Davis as our speaker today. And the reason being is Maria's doing this really cool thing where she's a spiritual growth coach, and she takes businesswomen over to Egypt for like spiritual business coaching. I don't know, I'm going to let her say it, but think of it like that, right? I mean, there's one way to do business coaching, right? Which is called, I don't know, once a month, once a week, once a fortnight, over a long period of time. Or you can just go with Maria for 16 days and get it done, right? Imagine what it'd be like to be immersed in your business coach's presence for 16 full days and have them available to you. But she takes them over to Egypt because you've got all that spiritual stuff that goes with it. And then all the good stuff tends to just soak into you while you're there. Plus, you've got Maria to ask questions of, and she's been there, done this. So she knows exactly what it's like and what the end outcome ends up being. So from that, I'll give you a little bio on Maria. Now, I know that you spoke a while ago, but it was quite some time ago. Pretty much, there's lots of new people, right? And it's getting closer to your next trip. So it's always good to get a bit of an update as to where you're at. So Maria is a spiritual growth coach for Maria Heals. She's known for her spiritual development for her business women, and she takes business women on spiritual tours of Egypt. The next one is in October, and it starts at $9,000. The people who buy this are women in business who are looking to elevate their brand. They're searching for a deeper connection. They explore the mysteries, and then they see the creative, unique solutions for their clients. I also see that it's like heart-centered women who are looking to, really elevate themselves, their brand, their clients, and everything else around them. So with that, Maria, I normally say when I pull someone out of the crowd, give us your elevator pitch, which I've just done 3 times, and then the quick history as to how this came about and then anything else. So I'll tell you what, you can fast forward the elevator pitch. You can do it if you like, but and that won't matter either. Give us your elevator pitch, and then give us the quick history of how is it that this came about, that you started doing these particular tours. And then just give us the history. Stop talking, because I'm sure we'll have plenty of questions to ask after that. You have up to 8 minutes, but it won't take you that long. With that, you can take it away.
Wow, thank you so much, Misty. I'm like, what, Maria? Okay, thanks. Hi, everyone, and thank you for your time. I'm Maria Davis. I'm from Maria Heals, spiritual growth coach. I take women in business to Egypt for a transformational sacred soul tour. It starts at $9,500, and the women who buy it are women in business who want to expand, to grow, and be proud of their personal brand. So let's talk about personal brand. Like, that's one of the things that I didn't embrace fully, and when I did embrace it, that's when my business started to grow. And I truly believe that if we all have money, we can spread it around. So how growing your business is scary, because we're in a void, right? We don't know what it's like. But when you grow it, you've got a platform, a solid foundation to really contribute, connect, and commit to your soul's mission. So I had a dream that I would go to Egypt one of the days, and how do I marry that with growing my business? So, and you go, no, that's not going to happen. Egypt was so far away, something so foreign to me. The culture was so different, but the expansiveness of what was available there was always part of my soul yearning. So one of my friends went to Egypt, and I go, what, how? And that was about 10 years ago. And so I contacted the travel agent that she went with, and it wasn't the right time for me. Then one of my daughter's friends went with her dad, and her dad was coming to, I was coaching him, and I went, what? How? What? People go to Egypt? So they sort of opened a path for me. And I was like, oh, maybe maybe I can do it too. And that sort of, there was a little seed that had been planted to something that was so out of my comfort zone, to be somewhere that I didn't know much about the culture. And I got there. And I think that's what business is about. It's about getting out of your comfort zone and exploring something new. And not only that, but Egypt gave me this amazing solid platform of getting to know the layers within me, of showing up, the soul's mission, the initiations, all of the, I'm a medical intuitive as well. That's how I started my online business. So, you know, what's a medical intuitive? That was the whole educational process as well. And I ended up being one of the top valued medical intuitives in the Southern Hemisphere. And now I'm an author, and I'm exploring taking people out of their comfort zone, embracing what's possible. Can you imagine building a pyramid? Like, when you're standing in front of it, it's like, how, what, where, who? And I love the paradox of, we still don't know, and we know everything in the Western world. And that's something, we want to control everything. We want to control next steps. And I think those expectations sometimes limit us to what is possible. And I think Egypt has a magical process where it opens up your world, and it opens up to potential and possibilities, and it just expands what you don't know. And it's okay that you don't know it, but you take that inspired step and you climb up to the entry of the Grand Pyramid and you go, oh, I made it, I'm here. And then you climb up this galley that, with every step, it's a cathartic process, and you find a strength within you for longevity, for your soul's purpose. So what is your next step? Well, just take it. What's in front of you? I think you see more, you hear more, you feel more. And that's not only me, it's the people that I've been with as well. And I've watched them expand and grow. And I want to give that opportunity to others that feel slightly unsafe out of their comfort zone, but hold their hand and show them what's possible. And growing your business, having the money to do what you need to do, and then contributing to you, your family, connecting to those around you. I think that's a life of success and fulfillment. I'll leave it there.
Thank you, Maria. So there's a couple of things. It's like the metaphor, right? Climbing the pyramid, because it's the same in business, right? It's kind of like a pyramid that you have to climb. You're at the bottom and it's a long way up. And but then the metaphor is the real thing, because you climb the pyramid. And I can see how you could put that in with, as I'm climbing the pyramid, how am I doing this at work? Like, how is this all happening, and how am I building this? So I can see how that opens up. What do as you speak, every time you speak, I keep getting reminded of this paragraph that Eric Worre wrote in GoPro. So this is a network marketing book, good for anyone who networks for marketing. But he says this, right? And I think of this every time. There's something magical about getting away from your day-to-day grind and focusing completely on your dreams. Total immersion, even if it's only for a weekend, or in this case, 16 days with Maria, is good. You can use it to refocus and recommit to your future and gather the strength necessary to go back home and do what's necessary to move your business forward. And the cool thing is you don't go by yourself. You go with someone else who's just excited about you and your business as what you are, or more excited about you and your business than you are, but you are then allowed to become excited again because you're immersed in the business stuff without, as Eric says, the day-to-day grind of doing everything else. Because, hey, once you're in Egypt, that's it. You can only do the work stuff, right? So with that, who's got questions for Maria about her tour? So we've already answered these things. It's $9,000 and it's from $9,000 and it's about 16 days. That's right, Maria?
Yes, it's October the 28th to November the 12th.
Yep.
And it's I've scored 5-star luxury everything because I've just come back and I've really put together this amazing tour. I also am helping integrate the work that we do over there when we get back, so before and after. So I'm offering some business coaching as well.
Nice. Excellent. Kelly, you've got your hand up.
Yeah, not so much a question, just more of a comment. I had a one-to-one with Maria, God, when was it? Ages ago. And if you haven't, you really should, because she's absolutely fantastic. And one day, I tell you, I'm saving up for that Egypt tour because it sounds bloody amazing.
It's only a timing issue, right, Kelly? It's just a
Pardon?
timing issue, right?
Yeah, timing and money at the moment because I've just come back from Central Australia.
Well, that becomes a timing issue, but it's kind of like, Maria, what were we saying earlier about bit before your time when you think, oh my God, I'd love to do that, but you're only hearing about it today. And so then there's that bit before my time, I'm not ready, but hey, from whenever you hear it, there's a timing issue until it happens. So nice one. Thank you, Kelly. Joanne, you've got your hand up?
Yeah, thanks, Maria. I wondered if you might like to share a story about someone who has done one of your trips and how that may have changed their trajectory.
Oh, thanks, Joanne. So I just came back and Emily and I traveled together, and Emily had certain limitations or restrictions placed on what she could do and what she's able to do. But since coming back, she has expanded, and that platform that she's standing on is more solid. So she's able to share her offers more. She's able to expand and speak to people, these one-to-ones. It's showing up more for the soul's calling. It's showing up for what she's offering and being proud of it. It's being proud of it. So that's just the recent one. But
it's a good answer. Good answer. It's all right. See, if we get Maria on this, she'll talk about it all day. No, you've answered it.
Thanks, Maria.
Thank you. Denise, you've got your hand up?
It's not a question. It's just a comment. I love that you are working and believing in that person's dream, because sometimes, we have this dream, we have this vision, but when you have so many naysayers around you, it's sometimes hard to stay motivated. So the fact that you are motivating us to continue in our dream and our vision and shutting off all the outside noise, that is phenomenal. Thank you for doing that. It's pretty awesome. And Egypt is a magical place.
thank you so much. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you, Denise. And that's the truth, isn't it? Total immersion into you and your dreams with someone who truly believes in you and your dreams. Because, hey, your support system at home, while they believe in it, they also don't want you to get hurt or injured. And so they tend to be more on the negative side than the positive side in the effort to keep you safe. But when you have someone that's completely an advocate of you and your dreams, there's just a different sense of magic moving forward. And Egypt kind of says magic, so I suppose it's all in there together, isn't it? Fiona, you've got your hand up?
Yeah, a ticket to that magic. How are passports happening in Australia at the moment? Are they changing? How much lead time do we need to do that paperwork?
They're real.
Ask again, sorry, Fiona.
How much lead time do we need to do to get our passport organised so we can join you on this adventure?
Oh, I'm not sure about passport. I think it might. Does it take? I just off. Does someone know? Because I don't know.
It's really quick. Like I got one in a week.
Oh, that's amazing. I know if you've got something booked, they really can accelerate it, and sometimes you have to pay more. But
yeah, no, I was amazed.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you.
I'm going to opt for fast too, Fiona. Go to the post office, because here in Chinchilla, that's where you go. We don't have a travel agent or anything, and I'm forever going to the post office to buy stamps, and then someone, or to send my books off, and then there'll always be someone there getting their passport, and I'm listening to that too, going, okay, so we need that for next week, right? All right then, and then they're just on it. So
know.
they sort out whatever's necessary. So it can be very
didn't take
fast.
me long, about 7 to 10 days to get my passport.
Oh, brilliant.
And that was,
That's easy enough.
That was when everyone was getting their passport post COVID. So it was a really busy time. So it didn't take long.
Joanne, did you have something?
No, I was just answering the question.
Oh, right. Okay. Perfect. No, that's fine. So I'm looking at the time. Thank you, Maria, for being our speaker, and thank you for just jumping in at the half second's notice.
Thank you so much, Misty, for the opportunity. And thanks everyone for listening. It's one of my passions, and everyone needs to make money, right? Let's all make money together.
You're welcome. So you'll notice that I just pulled Maria out of the crowd, but I did give her a little bit of direction. I didn't allow her to just talk verbatim on whatever it was that she thought that we needed to hear. I gave her some direction. And that is really the secret to talking. People think that it's hard to talk in front of a crowd, but if you have a little bit of direction, it very much opens up the conversation and makes it more about the listeners and what they need to hear and the questions that they will ask as well. So thanks, Maria, for helping, for jumping in. Thank you, audience, for being part of the conversation. That was fantastic. And of course, it's always good to hear where you're up to with that stuff too, Maria.